Republican Senator Kennedy discussed his position on how to curb gun violence, or I guess the lack of his position on how to curb gun violence and mass shootings. Take a look at this pathetic monologue, and feel free to take breaks for, puking purposes. Take a look.
Perhaps you can answer that question. Will we see both sides come together and put something before the president that he's willing to sign?
Don't know yet, of course. I wouldn't bet my house on it. And if I were betting your house, Sandra, I'd probably say maybe. We've got to see what the proposals are first. The president's opinion matters. I met with Bill Barr yesterday. I think the White House sent him up here because most people in the Senate have great respect for him. They're looking at, though they haven't finally decided, they're looking at expanded background checks. Look, there are two groups of people behind these bills. There's a group of people that I think in good faith honestly believe that further curtailing our Second Amendment rights will enhance public safety. But there's another group that just hates the Second Amendment. And I want to thank Congressman Beto O'Rourke for being honest. I mean, his honesty was refreshing.
And by that, Senator, you're referencing him doubling down on his controversial stance that he's willing to confiscate guns. Here's the former congressman in his own words. Let's get you to react to this. Here's Beto O'Rourke.
Sure. Are you, in fact, in favor of gun confiscation?
Yes. When it comes to AR-15s and AK-47s, weapons designed for use on a military battlefield.
Senator Kennedy?
I want to thank the congressman for being honest, because I don't agree with him. Beto's copy of the Bill of Rights goes from 1 to 3. Mine includes the Second Amendment. But there are a whole host of people here in Washington, D.C., not all of my Democratic friends, but many of my Democratic friends, they don't believe in the Second Amendment. They would be happy to confiscate America's guns. And if you don't believe that, then you probably also still believe in Bigfoot. I mean, it's a fact, and everybody up here knows it.
Senator, what are you willing to support?
Nothing yet. I told Bill Barr yesterday I'm willing to read the bills and study them carefully, but the burden of proof is on people who want to further curtail our Second Amendment rights. The Bill of Rights isn't an a la carte menu, Sandra. The Second Amendment is just as important as the Fourth and the First, and I've made my position very clear. I believe love is the answer, but I own a handgun just in case. I own several. I own shotguns. That's my right as an American. And we have well over 100 million law-abiding Americans that it is being proposed their rights should be curtailed. I want to see causal scientific evidence that is going to make this country safer and reduce mass shootings. I don't want speculation. I don't want dorm room ideas. I want the proponents to demonstrate that to me.
So you want to see what's on the table. There are many measures on the table right now. You don't like any of them. Not even universal background checks. You don't support a bill that has over 90% support. What? That makes no sense. You're supposed to represent your constituents. On top of that, you're a senator. There's clearly a gun violence issue in the US. Why don't you propose a bill? Especially considering that that's your job. Why are you waiting for the president to propose a bill? He hardly does that. And he shouldn't either. You know who's in charge of making the law? The freaking legislative branch, moron. You're supposed to make the bills. That's your job. You're so lazy, dude. And intentionally lazy too. He doesn't want to change anything. He likes it. He would be able to look at these mass shootings and say, America can't be better. You might as well say, America sucks and I can't do anything about it. Can't do anything about it. Imagine that being his political ad for his campaign. Imagine him saying, well, we have problems, but I won't do anything about it. He literally gave one subtle answer. Love. Love. You know who also said the same freaking thing? Mariam Williamson. Don't get me started on her. Who's, by the way, she's a terrible politician because all she knows how to do is say words without actually saying words. Love. Love. Love is the answer. Love. What does that even mean? What does that mean in terms of policy? You're a politician. Politician. Do something. Do something. That's your job.